Costa Coffee goes full wokey cokey. Costa Coffee faces boycott over shocking post-op trans cartoon, fake cartoon, trans cartoon. Yep, here we have it, and this picture, which you can see, is with a woman, a fake man, trans man, who is a biological female, who has had their breasts removed, and you can see the scarring where the breasts were. This is Costa Wokey Coffee. Costa Wokey Coffee, Wokey Costa Coffee, Costy Coffee Wokey. Costa Coffee Wokey sounds better. Costa Coffee Wokey, let's all do the pokey. Na 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 na, we've gone wokey. Costa Coffee, wokey, 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 we've gone wokey. We've gone wokey. Anyway, enough of that. Anyway, I think we're getting the picture here, aren't we? And Costa Coffee is facing a boycott after a shocking cartoon advert of a trans man. Remember? Trans means fake. So trans man is a fake man, okay? Trans man, fake man is really a biological woman with an XX chromosome claiming to be a man. Now I bet if you ask this fake man, biological woman, to give you a definition of a man, they will say, a lot of mixed up language, just like them, living in a realm of fantasy, no longer part of reality. After a double mastectomy was spotted on the side of a van. Yeah, they put this on the side of a van. This is called grooming, people, and they're trying to condition you into accepting it's okay to mutilate people in the name of insanity. Okay, now what gets me is there are a lot of ladies out there who have had double mastectomies due to cancer and other reasons. How are they feeling when this van travels down the road with a woman with perfectly healthy breasts, decides to have them chopped off, and worse than that, there are surgeons prepared to do it, removing healthy breasts. These women who have suffered from cancer and had to have mastectomies, how are they feeling at this, to know that someone with perfectly healthy breasts has had them removed because of a mental illness? Because that's what it is. It's a mental illness, and it's sin. It's disobeying. It's rebellion against God's order. It's a rebellion against the natural order, male and female, to procreate. That's God's ordained way. The cartoon emblazoned on the side of a Costa Express van showed a recently transitioned man, fake man, real biological woman, XX chromosome, in a surfing pose with large lips, blue hair and scars, symbolising a breast removal operation. There was a fierce backlash on social media as the image circulated, and no wonder. Twitter users complained about the cartoon under the Boycott Costa Coffee. Yes, are you going to boycott Costa Coffee, Wokey, or are you going to stay and keep feeding their insanity, feeding their wokey, Costa Coffee, wokey, insane ways that they've turned to, in order to be wokey and appeal to the insane, not living in the real world people? And us who are living in the real world, they are trying to force us to live in the realm of fantasy. Fantasy is for the cinema, folks. Go and see Barbie. Yes, there's another one. A Barbie. That is it's all confusing, isn't it? But that's the aim of it. That is a man, trans woman, fake woman who's a biological male playing the part of Barbie with a penis. Oh yes, Who are your little girls? Get them in the cinema. Condition them, groom them into our fantasy land, and soon we'll be in your schools, shaking our arses in our dresses, us biological males. Oh, we already are. And yes, if you don't like that, then you are a hater. You are a phobia, a wokey phobia, or whatever phobia they want you to be on a given specific day. And how come these, well, mutilators of the flesh, these fake women, these trans women who go into the schools to groom your young children, how come they're not in the old people's homes? How come they're not talking to the homeless? How come they're not in other parts of society speaking to people, telling them stories? I tell you why. Because if you're old, you're too old to groom. They don't want you. You're too old. We're too old. Also, the homeless, they're not interested in the homeless. They don't want to have sex with a stinky or someone who's homeless, who is stuck on the street corner. They don't want to have sex with somebody who is not of youthful flesh. They want the children. They're grooming the children, and that's what they're all about. And I'll say it loud and clear, and keep saying it. They're perverts, and they should be stopped. They should be locked up. It's evil. Mutilators of the flesh. The British coffee house, which refused to say exactly where the van is located, was even accused of glorifying irreversible surgery. Yes, it's irreversible surgery. And they're doing it in America, whereby they get the children and they pump them up on all kinds of hormones, other drugs, which are stopping them going through puberty. And also, if in Canada you try to give somebody counselling, even a child who said, I think I'm a girl, or I think I'm a boy, but really I'm a boy and really I'm a girl. If you try to give them counsel as a parent, then you could lose your children and get them taken off you. If you try to speak to them about not going along that pathway. You're not allowed in Canada now. You're not allowed to give counselling to anybody who is seeking this body mutilation surgery because of this mental illness which they've got, of this sin which they're walking down the path, and they're thinking, rebellion against God's ordained natural order of procreation. They are mutilators of the flesh. Those who are doing it, they are mutilators of the flesh. Those who, they are God haters. Those who want this to be done to them. Especially, and parents. There are parents out there who are welcoming this when their children comes to them because they've been brainwashing them. They've been informing them. You can be whatever you want, son. Yeah, okay, you can do whatever you want. Okay then, so I want to jump to the moon under my own steam and my own power. Is it possible? No, it frigging well isn't. So stop telling people they can be whatever they want to be or do whatever they want to do. Because you can't. There are limits. There are boundaries. Okay? It's all bull. And they're doing a mass experiment on you. And you are falling for it. Thoughtful Therapist co-founder James S. said on Twitter, "Dear Costa Coffee, could you kindly explain why you are glorifying irreversible surgery performed on healthy breasts of women for a mental health condition?" There you go. Sex Matters board member Maya Forstater also told The Telegraph the cartoon-like picture of a young woman who has had her breasts surgically removed is shocking and irresponsible. Young women are being sold a lie that if they have their breasts removed and take hormones, they can become men, or at least avoid being women. Yes, folks, you know what's going to happen to this person, don't you? To this lady, Maya. She's going to be cancelled, folks. She's a hater, she's a phobo, just like me, and I'm proud of it. If you want to call me that name in your fantasy land, you can call me it, but it's not a part of reality, is it? And you know that, so stop deceiving yourselves and trying to deceive everybody else by trying to drag us into your insane fantasy land of... It's not even a fantasy, it's a hellhole! A hellhole! Conservative commentator Toby Young added Costa Coffee has provoked a furious backlash from gender-critical feminists for displaying a cartoon trans man with a mastectomy scars on the side of its vans in an effort to advertise how cool it is. Time for a boycott. Despite receiving a barrage of criticism on social media, Costa Coffee defended its decision to use the trans man cartoon, fake man cartoon. A Costa Coffee spokesman said, "Is it really a man? Was it really a woman?" Said, "At Costa Coffee, we celebrate the diversity of our customers, team members and partners." No, you encourage mutilation of the flesh. You encourage those who wish to mutilate the flesh and those who are only too willing to have their own flesh mutilators because they're in rebellion against him who created all things, and that's the real reason. We want everyone that interacts with us to experience the inclusive environment that we create, to encourage people to feel welcomed, free and unashamedly proud in their sin, proud in their rebellion against God, to be themselves. There is a way that seems right to a man, but in the end it leads to death. There is a way that seems right to a man, but in the end it leads to death. The mural in it entirely showcases and celebrates inclusive. No, it doesn't celebrate inclusivity at all. It celebrates mutilation. It celebrates from order to chaos. Other companies have been criticised for wading in on the trans debate. Nike faced a backlash in April after paying transgender influencer Dylan Mulvaney, 26, to model one of its sports bras. Bud Light also came under fire from conservative activists after Mulvaney shared sponsored posts of the beer brand on Instagram. So what do you think? Do you think this is acceptable for you, the taxpayer, to pay? You're also paying for abortion, by the way, as you're the taxpayer, because the taxpayer pays for the abortion. The taxpayer pays for the slaughter of unborn children in the womb. Human life, that is. Human life starts at conception, not when it comes out the womb. It's just at a different stage of development. Just like when we're born, we still can't care for ourselves. We need an adult or someone to look after us. The same, and we go through development, and when we get to 14, we're still developing. At 20, we're still developing. At 25, we're developing from conception. We're at a different stage of development. Just because we're in the womb doesn't make us any less human than somebody out of the womb. That's reality. All the genetic information is there from both parents. We are a separate individual human being with our own unique identity, our own unique DNA, our own unique fingerprints, our own unique personality. Don't let the mutilators of the flesh deceive you, because that's what they're doing. They hate humanity. They hate you.